Hi, I'm Lisa Dietz, and this is my 21st Century Skills presentation. Life has become much more international, multicultural, and interconnected. Information and communication technologies has enabled the economies of developed countries to shift from a basis of material goods and services to one of information and knowledge. Whereas the possession of detailed facts and figures was once a passport to a professional job or a university place, there is now much more emphasis on what people can do with the knowledge they can access. Today, computers can perform repetitive tasks and provide extensive data, and the worker's success is being able to solve complex problems with that data. There has been a significant shift over the last century from manufacturing and repetitive tasks to emphasizing information and knowledge processing. Today, computers can perform repetitive tasks and provide extensive data. The worker's success then lies in being able to solve complex problems, adapt and innovate to respond to new demands and changing circumstances. To cope with the demands of the 21st century, people will need to know more than just core subjects. They will need to know how to use their knowledge and skills by thinking critically, applying knowledge to new situations, analyzing information, comprehending new ideas, communicating, collaborating, and solving problems. Research in 2004 by Levy and Murnane shows that critical thinking, the ability to solve unexpected problems for which there is not predictable and rule-based solution, will become increasingly important. These skills are not superseding the necessity of the 3 R's, reading, writing, and math, but rather transforming those skills from knowing to doing. More specifically, critical thinking and problem solving includes the ability of individuals to reason effectively, ask pointed questions and solve problems, analyze and evaluate alternative points of view, and reflect critically on decisions and processes, all while using 21st century technologies. Research shows that complex communication skills are increasingly important. In 2004 study, Levi and Murnane defined these skills as interacting with other people to acquire information, to explain information, or to persuade others of its importance. Communication is a necessity for horizontal collaboration due to the structure where employees are organized in self-managing work teams who select their own members, make their own work assignments, and are paid bonuses for their performance. A survey of Fortune 1000 companies found that the percentage using self-managing work teams rose from 28% in 1988 to 65% in 2005. In addition, many work teams are both virtual and global. That is, they take advantage of telecommunications to connect people from different parts of the state, country, or the world in pursuit of a common task. In the 21st century, your job is no longer defined by your specialty, but by the task or problem you and your team are trying to solve, or by the end goal you want to accomplish. In the cluster of interpersonal skills, schools should give just as much attention to skills like oral and written communication as they do collaboration. We are routinely surprised at the difficulty some people have in communicating verbally, written, and through presentation skills. They have difficulty being clear and concise, says Mike Summers of Dell Computers. Creativity is the ability to demonstrate originality, inventiveness in work, to integrate knowledge across disciplines. Businesses must constantly adapt to the rapid shifts in the 21st century, and so must its workers. This calls for a culture of innovation informed by data, research, and critical thinking. Many of the fastest growing jobs and emerging industries rely on workers' creative capacity, the ability to think unconventionally, question the herd, imagine new scenarios, and produce astonishing work. Therefore, students must learn to imagine the unimaginable and hone their creative skills. There are many ways to incorporate creativity in the classroom. 8th grade science student teams design plans for a device that will assist people with disabilities and create a 3D sketch for their device using simple computer software. 4th grade students interview teachers to define a problem and brainstorm a solution. School districts must have a plan by which teachers can succeed in preparing students with 21st century skills. Student-centered methods, for example, problem-based learning and project-based learning, allow students to collaborate, work on authentic real-life problems, and engage with the community. What about critical thinking in schools? When students just memorize facts in a subject, they do not become good critical thinkers and problem solvers. The real issue is that they do not understand the why things work that allow them to recognize patterns and see relationships. Deep understanding requires knowing the facts and knowing how they fit together and seeing the whole picture. In addition, researchers have found that countries performing better on international assessments have a focused curriculum that emphasizes a much slimmer set of concepts, each of which may be taught in much greater depth. Singapore students, for example, are expected to complete one thorough lesson on a single topic each week, while U.S. students complete about one lesson a day. To encourage the development of multiple 21st century skills, the Royal Society for the Encouragement of Arts, Manufactures, and Commerce, RSA, has devised a pedagogical framework called Opening Minds. The framework has been created to promote innovative and integrated ways of thinking about education and the curriculum. It entails 5 key competencies: citizenship, learning to learn, managing information, relating to people, and managing situations. Teachers use the competencies to develop curricula to suit their own schools and can use whatever content they like. The idea is that they teach through the competencies, which become their lesson objectives. For change to penetrate classrooms, we must understand that professional development will be a massive undertaking. What teachers need is more robust training and support than they receive today, including specific lesson plans that deal with the high cognitive demands and potential classroom management problems of using student-centered methods. To reimagine 21st century education, teacher training programs require a paradigm shift that goes beyond teaching students answers and instead teaches them how to ask the right questions, evaluate information critically, and communicate results effectively. In summary, Jean Piaget says it best: the principal goal of education in the schools should be creating men and women who are capable of doing new things, not simply repeating what other generations have done. Men and women who are creative, inventive, and discoverers, who can be critical and verify and not accept everything they are offered.